Tips I wish I knew about before I went off grid. First one, make sure you build your cabin the right way from where the sun's facing, so you don't get like the sun on it the whole time. So luckily we got the sun rises over there and it goes straight over like that. So it's on the front in the morning, that's on the back in the evening. So first tip, check your land out, see which way north, east, south, and west is, and yeah, plan where you're going to put your cabin. Second tip, when you're clearing the land, make sure, because this cabin's just been put on slabs, has been put on slabs and then been put on like with a bit of bit of dry mix cement underneath. Make sure your land, your soil is solid, because on our storage block over there, that started sinking in the middle. So I had to get a 6 ton jack it up and put a couple more slabs under. So make sure your ground is solid before you start building on it. Yeah. Number three, if you've got the money, buy a mixer. Just buy a mixer, because you'll be, even a second hand one, the amount of times you'll just need to knock up a bit of cement is unbelievable. Another one, make sure you get the right vehicles. I've got an old transit tipper there, like for going, grabbing stuff, picking stuff up, like IBCs, pallets, anything. You'll be doing something and all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, I need some of that. So you want to make sure you get the right vehicle. I've got a tipper, which is brilliant for tipping materials, anything like that. Make sure you get the right vehicle, because that'll save you a lot of money in the long run. And if you can, get a bit of land, that's got some trees on it or sheltered. You don't want to just buy a field in the middle of nowhere, because yeah, you want a little bit of shelter. I mean, we're right by a road here. That's a busy old road, so that's probably why the land was so cheap. But when the road's not like at full pelt, you look this side and you could be anywhere. So always take that into perspective. If you've got trees or a bit of cover. Another one as well. If you got the money, if you haven't got the money, always think about it. But that is an investment. Buy yourself a little digger. This is a little 1 ton digger. It's not a micro digger. That's the next size up. So it's a ton digger. I mean, that costs. They do hold on to their money. So if you're going to be doing a lot of digging, the money that you pay out for rent and stuff, I mean, diggers, they sit outside all year round. You service it, look after it, you'll sell that, and then you'll get your money back, and you won't hardly have spent any money. Also, as well, when you go down to the old builders merchants, your local builders merchants, make sure you get an account set up with them, so you get the best prices. Get friendly with them. Make sure you buy them a load of biscuits and donuts, because all that stuff there, you see all this stuff here, all that Kingspan. If you know anything about insurance, you've got all block pavers there, and all of that, them stones there, all of them stones. The only thing I paid for was all of them stones. All them materials there cost me about 70 quid. Obviously, I had to go backwards and forwards. That's why you need the right vehicle. But and like I say, let the builders merchants, let the lads know what you're doing. So I'm building a homestead. Doesn't matter if the bit of wood's a little bit twisted or whatever, or if you're throwing stuff in a skip. Do you know what I mean? I'll have it. That insulation. That don't matter about insulation. What if that's been left out, got a bit wet. All I've got to do is unwrap it, leave it out before I put it in. Good as new. That'll be fine. Insulating whatever. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let people know what you're doing. Don't be afraid to have things for free and stuff like that. The whole reason of going off grid is not to go off grid, spend loads of money, because then you've got to work to get it back. So yeah, that's the we were doing this for financial freedom. So we don't want to go off grid and spend 100k going off grid. We've got to do it sensibly, and that's all about living sustainably. So yeah, but don't be scared to let people know what your plans are. All right. And this is the last tip that I can think of. Look at that sky, it's beautiful. Last tip I can think of is when you buy your land, purchase your land, however you want, whatever words you want to use, when you move onto your land, make sure you go meet the neighbours, because you don't know what all the stories about what's happened in that local area. If there's been trouble, there was some trouble around this way with travellers moving up in the village and making a mess. Not all travellers do it, I'm not saying that, so don't put words in my mouth. I'm just saying where we was, they had a bit of trouble there before. So when I rocked up onto the land with me mate, and he got a massive digger out, and we had a bonfire and we was clearing the land, you can understand that people got a little bit worried. But so we went round with a little handwritten note, said hello everyone, me and Nina, me and the wife, just introduced herself to everyone, because these are your neighbours, you want to get on with them. And I said to them in the letters, and said to their faces, we're here to help. I'm a builder, I'm a carpenter, I'm good with my hands. If there's anything I can do to help you, because you never know when you might need their help. So remember that, love thy neighbour and help, always be willing to help people around you, because you never know when you might need their help. So yeah, apart from that, that's the last tip I can think of. Yeah, so if there's anything else that you can think of, good tips for people watching this video, just leave them in the comments. Good tips. And yeah, just share the knowledge, people. Peace and love. Have a lovely day.